Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're here for the first time, welcome back with the following. It's Wednesday, so children's book. We're changing up the series a little bit. There was a lot more how to catch, but a lot of them were like how to catch a snowman, how to catch a reindeer, how to catch an elf, how to catch an Easter bunny, right? So I think I'll save those for later. The one that I could do, how to catch a mermaid, was not available to check out. So we are going to be starting a new one. It's called The Blake the Snake Bakes a Cake. And let me turn that up for you guys. There we go. There we go. Okay. This is written by Amy Young, illustrated by Allison Young. Some quick tips. Make sure you use your finger. Like if I had actually been with kids and holding the book, I would have read that with my finger. I always say who the author and illustrator are so they can get used to that. Make sure they are holding the book correctly, know where the front is, the back is, and that you turn one page at a time. Basically, you're trying to get them to know how to use a book, because before they can read, they have to know how to use a book. So if you want, like, every page ends in a word that rhymes, which I think is impressive, actually. But yeah, so you can point out the rhyming words. A phrase you may not know: the morning breaks again. The first line before that is the sun is up, so just show them that's the same way of saying the sun is up. So I'd probably be like, what is he doing? Right, because he's sleeping in his bed. To label sleeping. Or she, I guess. The second question, so what time is it? It's time to get up. And then I'd probably ask, do you like getting up in the morning? As related to them. Okay, again, shake and steak are the rhyming words. A phrase, there's a lot at stake, just means he has a big job to do. He has to do it good. First question, I would label the alarm. Because it's shaking, right? I would label that. Again. So then I'd be like, so is Blake still sleeping or did he wake up? And then to relate to them, do you wake up with an alarm clock? Or the next page, he's kind of reading a book that says cakes. So do you like to read in the morning? What kind of books do you like to read? Right? The next page, he's in the kitchen. There's lots of eggs and different things. I'd probably label the eggs. And then be like, as Blake the snake bakes a cake. So what is Blake making? A cake. And then related to them, have you ever had to cook food? Whoops. Mistake. It all fell on the floor. So I'd be like, probably I would label mess, like what happened? He made a mess, right? Let's try that again. Blake the steak bakes a cake. So I'd be like, what did Blake do? Oh, he cleaned up and tried again. Have you ever had to keep trying to do something before you learned how to do it, right? That would be the relating question. Now I would label the smoke in this one. There's no words, it just says wake up Blake. And he's asleep. So I'd be like, oh no. I would probably label the smoke, yeah, and then be like, why is the cake burning? I would just probably explain to them. Smoke means the cake's burning, so why is the cake burning? Trying to get him to point out that Blake has fallen asleep. And I'd be like, have you ever smelled burnt food, right? Because they probably have. Again, Blake cake are the rhyming words. You can see how every page has a rhyming word. Frustrating, that means it makes him a little angry or upset. Those are words that they would probably know better. But it says, but time to make another cake. So even though he's frustrated, did he give up? No, he keeps making a cake. What can we do? And then I'd probably relate to them. What can we do if we get frustrated when we're doing something? Get them to recognize they need to calm down, ask for help. And then earthquake is the one. So what happened? So what happened? Everything is messed up. Cake, bake, wait, skate. So I would have him label the cake. He actually made the cake. So what's he doing with the cake? He's pulling it in a wagon, so he's taking it somewhere. And then relate it to them, because you see a picture in the oven, you can be like, what kind of foods do we cook in the oven? This page I would label the ducks, and again you have Blake heartache, which means he's a little sad because there's some ducks. He had to stop really fast and the cake broke again. So I point out the ducks. What happened? Oh, we had to stop really fast and the cake broke again. So now we're back in the kitchen. Now this takes the cake. So be like, what is he doing? He's making it again. And then he ran into a rake. So be like, oh no, I would label the rake and be like, what happened? What did the rake do? He hit him with the rake and broke the cake, right? But what's he doing? He's making it again. And then just keep relating it to them. Like, have you run into something? What helps you keep trying? That might be a difficult question. This time he's on a bike, so I would label the bike. Or the lake. There's a lake. Recall question. What happened to the cake? It fell in the lake. So what do you think? I'd be like, have you ever had anything fall into the lake or toilet? Blake, the snake, bakes a cake. So what's he doing? He's baking a cake. And this time, you could label something else in the kitchen. Again. So again, the cake. I'd probably point out what the cake says. It says happy birthday. And maybe, what do you think? Does Blake look happy or tired? Because right now he's looking a little tired. But then, finally, that was great. Happy birthday. Hooray for Drake. So, I'd be like, was Blake able to make his cake? Yes. And I'd point out, see what happens when we keep trying and trying and trying. And then, yeah, that is this book. It's a pretty good one, especially, so you've perfected cake. What's next? So there's like smoothies, different things. You could label that. Be like, he wants to try something new. What's something that you want to try to learn how to do? So yeah, this is a very good book for like talking about how we just have to keep doing it. Especially, like, at least I know when we're at recess, a lot of kids will get frustrated. Like, when they can't, they keep trying, and they can't make their sandcastle, or someone knocks it over, right? This is a good story to help talk about. Well, you just gotta do it again, because, yeah, like, the cake is on the floor, like, you can't go back and read, like, yeah. So you just have to start over, because there's nothing else you can do. So, I really like that. But thanks for watching. That is this book. This is a cute one. If you like it, please give this video a big thumbs up and share with anyone who could use this type of story, or just anyone you know in general. Don't forget, if you're new, to hit that subscribe button, because why not? You guys are the best, and we keep going up. Don't forget that notification button so you can get notified of all my videos. Monday and Wednesday are a child's book where I go through how to read it, and then Saturday is my own book. And then, as always, I'd love to hear comments from you, right? About any other books that are similar, your experiences with this books. Really, I would, love to hear that so I know if what I'm telling you is actually working. Or just any other comments you'd like to have. And yeah, that's it. We'll see you next time. Bye.